All right, not a bad first base to begin with. And yeah, we once again we have a few options for a fireball. I'm just gonna have to like think a little bit. Like one obvious location I can see is the multi inferno, but this area looks free for a queen charge either way, so I'm not too keen on going for that value. I think I'll just settle for a very simple value. I think yeah, let me just get a fireball to go on the multi inferno beside the monolith, and I can just let my warden kind of like continue to charge in this direction. So that's really it. Nothing complicated. I'll just hope that there's no Tesla farm near the monolith area, so I can actually get this fireball down very easily. Okay, looks like there is a Tesla farm, but in hindsight, it's actually a little better that there is a Tesla farm. So my warden will actually consider going towards the monolith. So not bad at all. Let me actually do one thing. Let me actually pull out the rest of the Tesla farm, and let me funnel out this side of the base so I can actually send a flame finger over here. That should work better. Yeah, I'm just hoping that the super barbarians. Okay, great. So let me do it like this. Yeah, I think that works out. That works out perfectly. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. Now it's just a matter of let me do one thing. I'll start my queen up over here so that I can actually force my warden to go for the town hall kill very soon. That's really all I'm going for over there. Nothing complicated at all. So yeah, just a super barbarian, and that should force these guys to keep going in their own respective directions. Really nothing complicated. Okay, should be straightforward. Even the warden is not taking too much of damage. Even the king is taking the shots from the eagle artillery, so not too concerned about anything really. Let me just join up with a siege barracks at the top of the base. Queen should hopefully stay out of the warden's area. I don't know. No warden. Okay, that is obviously a problem. Looks like my queen is drawing the warden to the top, so I'm gonna definitely lose out on my warden over here, and looks like I'm just gonna have to simply queen charge though this area of the base. I think I can still get a wall break to the core, so I'm not too concerned, and all in all, we should be still okay. Yeah, we should still be fine over here. This looks okay. Just a matter of finishing it down in time. Yeah, I think we'll be right. We'll be okay. Came a little close, but all in all, not too shabby at all. What's missing? What's missing on the board? It still says 96%, 97. Okay, it's just that queen, that enemy queen pad waiting over there. Yeah, nothing complicated over here. We just had to recover a little bit because our queen got a little too close to the warden's aura. A slightly unfortunate detail. I think not much I could have done about it. But the plan was fine. Like if the warden had sniped the town hall, this would have been absolutely crushed, no doubt about it. I could have instead just had my queen go through this area to combine with the king and the siege barracks over there. So very simple plan otherwise, and yeah, you don't need to be greedy with the fireball. Very simple value that just helps you get set up so that you can keep your warden alive. Don't try to charge your warden very deep all the time. Very simple plan. Let's just move on to the next one. Next base up over here, and this one is slightly interesting because I know I keep saying I shouldn't be very greedy, but ideally if I get the fireball on the monolith, I will be able to wipe out this much of the core, right? And let's just try to adapt on that, and let's try to get some value without being all too greedy, right? So I start my warden off to the side over here, and I let him kind of just like move in this general direction because of his angry jelly. And okay, looks like there's some Teslas also popping over here, so I think we should still be more or less en route for the same plan, but I'm thinking if I can get a fireball on this builder hut, I should be in a pretty good shape nonetheless. And let me just try to make sure that that does happen. So looks like the angry jelly will force the warden to go towards this builder hut. No, okay, no, it wears off before that. So let me do one thing. I'll make these buildings invisible. I'll make those buildings invisible, and we should be good to go just like this. Alright, that's very solid value. Can't ask for much more than that. And it also looks like my warden is going to go up to the north on this base. So let me do one thing and funnel the trash buildings waiting for him in this area, so he can hopefully start going towards the town hall just like this. And you guys also probably already know what this means for my queen. I'm just going to start her at the bottom of the base, because like that's the most natural position to get her started in. Don't wait too long. You just need to get started just like this. So as soon as your fireball is done, it's not as difficult to multitask as it would seem. And let me just see if the warden goes into the enemy's RC range. Looks like she doesn't. Okay, so yeah, really nothing complicated over here. I'm just gonna let my queen charge for a little bit, and of course let me keep funneling out these buildings waiting for her on the corner. And not much else to really consider. So yeah, I just want to get my king going in this compartment. Maybe I can drop a siege barracks to support him. Let me give a rage to my warden, since he's about to start taking some damage. Yeah, he should be all good over there. Really not concerned. Yeah, he should immediately return back to the Tesla farm as well. Let me give the druid to the siege barrack troops over here. It'll get some good chain value. And I think I might be able to dedicate my royal champion for the town hall kill. So that should work out splendidly. Not much really to consider, honestly. This is going to be absolutely smashed. Oh, looks like there's some skeletons popping around in that area. Either way, this should be a easy pickup. Really nothing to talk about on this one. You will notice I've started using my royal champion a little bit more often to take the town hall down, especially when none of my heroes go towards the town hall. It's just very convenient. Like even if she gets, I think, like 4 or 5 spears onto the town hall, especially when you can shoot the shield onto it, it pretty much goes down and nobody has to deal with the town hall poison. It's obviously convenient if your warden is able to do so, but if he is not the one who's going to be able to do it, no problem. You still have your royal champion, and of course you don't have to always plan to have either one of your other 3 heroes to get it. So once again, a simple plan. You'll notice I was not extremely greedy with the fireball this time. I didn't approach it head on over here. Instead, I approached it from the side so that I could understand that my warden will still keep going along the edge. And that's actually what you should try to do, because then he remains safe. He's not going to try to take on multiple defenses at the same time. It's easier to multitask. Like, I am literally talking during my attacks. So just a small tip I guess I can give you guys. We'll move on to the next one. Alright, this is also a base I think I have seen a few times. I'm not too sure just yet. Either way, I think we should still be okay. I'm thinking I'll just get a fireball onto this scatter shot. I think it will affect the X-bow on the top. So let me just go ahead and get started with that. I'll just give one invis spell to protect the warden, so I don't have to immediately place those healers. And yeah, looks like it covers literally everything that I was talking about. Okay, I think, okay, this actually works out in my favor if the warden is going to come back down over here like this. Yeah, this works out perfectly in my favor. So yeah, looks like he's going to take a little bit of damage. I will have to replace one of his healers. A 3 healer queen charge now, it looks like. Okay, so what am I going to do over here? I can easily start a flame flinger on the top of the base over here just like this. It should also eventually go and grab that warden statue for me. That will be definitely very convenient. And yeah, looks like the warden is actually going closer to the core. Let me just try to funnel him and keep him a little bit closer towards that area. Let me try to quickly funnel using some super barbarian so he doesn't get any other ideas. And that's all I'm going to do. Let me just also freeze this Tesla so my flame flinger can actually survive. Yeah, not bad. Looks like my warden will stick somewhat closer to the core over here. So that should work out pretty well. And yeah, he's even going for the eagle artillery right away. So obviously very solid value from him. Okay, looks like there's a bunch of spring traps in the area maybe. Not sure. Either way, I want to get rid of that one wizard tower so that the warden sticks to the core, and this is just perfect. Like look at his positioning now. Let me just do one thing. I'll just rage him up. I'll make these ice golems also invisible so he can actually deal with the town hall and then deal with the ice golems. So that's just perfect. Either way, we need to really get started on the rest of the attack. So let me just do one thing. I'll funnel my king to go into this compartment on the top of the base. Queen with the frozen arrow can deal with the enemy king. No problems for him. Yeah, I think my king is sufficiently funneled to go for that for that compartment on the top of the base, so not concerned about him either. I'll also give the druid to the queen, I'm thinking, on this one, because she doesn't have the healing to really support herself. The Yetis will get the monolith down, not concerned over there either. Let me just rage up my queen so that she can actually like get through this little bit of damage, and as soon as the invis tower is popped, I should be in a pretty good spot to consider using my royal champion if I even need it, if I even need her, because honestly, what's even left? Like, my warden is still alive and healthy. This invis tower should pop, and I still have a rage left, so I don't think I really need anything else over here. I don't need my royal champion. Yeah, we should be fine just like this on this one. So that actually worked out pretty well, because the warden's fireball actually grabbed this X-bow over here, and he managed to go like down from over there and closer to the town hall. We acted on the fly, and this is also just a cool reason why I prefer using those super barbarians instead of rocket balloons. So I managed to quickly funnel the trash over here, which allowed my warden to go and pick up the town hall immediately. So definitely very convenient, and not much more else to really say. Flame Flare got this area. As soon as the warden like covered like literally this much of the base, it was pretty obvious. Like, my queen just had to fall up from over here, and it was a done deal. Really nothing complicated on that one. So let's just move on to the next one. Okay, this is also a layout I think I've done a few times before. Not too sure just yet, but either way we'll just have to do it now. So how can we get started on this one? Okay, I have an interesting idea. Let's just put it to the test. I think I can try. No, wait, that's too much. Okay, let me go for something simple over here. I was initially thinking of going for a fireball on the multi inferno, but then I realized that it would take like a lot of effort to ensure that I actually remove the defenses on all sides so that I can actually do that. So instead, I'm just gonna target either the monolith or the warden statue. I'm not just sure quite yet. So yeah, let's just see how my warden decides to like pass around this base. I will start a baby dragon to funnel out this area, and hopefully my warden can like somewhat stick in the center of this base. So yeah, looking good for now. Okay, looks like it's littered with Teslas anyway in this area, so that works out pretty well for me as well. Let me do one thing. Let me just try to get that blacksmith out. Okay, I can rage up my warden over here. He is about to start taking some heavy damage from the ricochet cannon as well, I'm pretty sure. Now let's see where my warden decides to go next. Okay, let's just take the chance. Nice. That works out perfectly. I even got the clan castle down. Yeah, so let's just see. Looks like warden is going to go towards the bottom on this base. No reason for me to wait. Let me just get started with the queen charge. And let's see who's taking the eagle fire. Okay, it's going to be my queen. That is very interesting. Certainly interesting. I think I'll give a very nice... okay, that was very close. Either way, I was just saying that I would give a log launcher for my queen, because I don't expect my warden to really go ahead and take down the town hall. And let me just do it like this, right? Like, yeah, looks like queen should be en route to go for the town hall kill if all goes right. I'll just also protect my warden since he is taking a substantial amount of damage. And yeah, I'll also try to punch my queen into here. I think that should work out well now. And yeah, looking good. I think queen should definitely start going in now. Perfect. Let me just use my royal champion on the bottom over here. I'll try to delay using her rocket spear just a little bit. I'll give her the druid, and this should work out perfectly fine still. So really not too concerned. Yeah, looks like the super barbarians are kind of tanking as well for a while, So I think this is also a good time to pop her Rocket Spear. Her range should be able to grab the multi-archer tower waiting for me in the core of the base as well. So yeah, obviously splendid value. I don't need those other resources, so let me just drop them down. Really, like it's that simple. Once again, didn't go for too much with the fireball. I know I was trying to be greedy earlier. Like if I got the fireball on the multi inferno, I would wipe out a lot of the base from the core. But just going for the simple value over here, especially after they buffed the targeting system, because now the fireball looks at the warden's targeted defense, not the center of the targeted defense. So it's much easier to get the fireball where you want to go, where you want to get it, especially when you're directly targeting that building. So we just took advantage of that really, and we just broke this based on compartment by compartment. It's not too complicated. I think that's a solid 3-star once again. Alright, still 4 more attacks to go, but I think we're doing pretty well so far. So let's just try to keep that up, and this is also a base that I'm very familiar with. I'm just trying to figure out where I should probably consider deploying my fireball once again. And for this one, it should be a little simpler. So I'll tell you guys about it as I'm doing the attack. So I'll deploy my warden out over here. Oops, I've given him 6 healers once again by mistake. Hopefully I don't lose my warden's ability, but I am aiming for this X-bow over here. That is all the information you probably need, because that also goes ahead and wipes out the clan castle for me. So that's obviously super duper convenient. And yeah, you can see this is already looking very nicely set up. I might have to once again devote the druid to my queen, but no problems. I believe there's a Tesla farm by this monolith as well. You can see I'm pulling out these Teslas. So this is also good value actually for a flame flinger, because the splash damage will be able to like go ahead and deal some good amount of damage to the monolith before the flame flinger itself does go down. And it also kind of funnels my warden to go towards the town hall eventually. So now all of these things being considered, I just need to start my queen all the way out over here. I will give a wall break like this so that she can snipe the town hall and just move on from there. So really nothing complicated about this plan once again. And yeah, let me just try to, for a change, place like these smaller troops that I can just try to conveniently just deploy here and there. And yeah, looking good so far. Yeah, that frozen arrow should handle the queen as well. The frozen arrow should handle the enemy king as well. Really not concerned about that. She is literally soloing that entire compartment. Either way, let me also funnel the king to start going into this smaller eagle compartment. Eagle? Multi-inferno compartment is what I'm trying to say. And it also appears I've lost my warden over here while I was talking, but that's fine. We'll just have to make it work. Looks like the monolith should go down pretty easily as well. So let me just give an aggressive rage to my queen so that she can quickly go and pick up the slack over there. And yeah, my king should also easily pick up this value over here. So what's really left? Okay, let me just give my queen one more wall break. And yeah, let me just deploy a few of these guys to begin with. So now I have a bit of tanking before I have to start attacking the core. And yeah, I think now is a good time for me to consider using the the royal champion's spear is what I'm trying to say over here. Yeah, I think we should be fine, honestly. The town hall has gone down, and I still have more than enough spells to just go ahead and finish this off, even though my warden just decided to go and die. Oh, I made the Dark Elixir Drill invisible. Either way, it's just a lot of resources we didn't need because of the amazing fireball value that we got. And these are just some ways. Like, notice how I'm deploying my warden, not head on into the value. So if I wanted to erase the clan castle, I wouldn't have started my warden over here. Notice how I instead started him from over here, and I'm willing to give some spells to him so that he can get a convenient fireball more or less around the time when his angry jelly is still active or like about to wear off, and that just allows you to get some very good value, quick value from him as well. So you can just continue to use him as a weapon like this. Just pay attention to how I've deployed my Warden in all of my attacks, and I'm sure you guys will also keep doing better in your own fireball attacks. It's very, very simple. I keep trying to show you guys with these live attacks, and hopefully you guys do learn something from them. So yeah, that's fine. We'll just move on to the next one. I'm just thinking for a bit over here. I'm not sure if I should have a flame flinger for this area, but it looks like there's a lot of builder huts, so I'm actually gonna not use a flame flinger on this one. I'll probably go for like a direct warden charge on this area, and I'm thinking I can just straight up get a fireball on the single inferno. At least that's what I'm thinking for now. So okay, let me just try to time this. Guys, we even got some. Oh, that doesn't even reach the scatter shots. Well, too bad I didn't do the maths. Either way, I think we should be able to still get started over here. I was thinking of doing something like this, exactly what I'm showing you guys, where I have the flame flinger handle this side and my warden handles this side of the base. So overall we should still be in a pretty solid spot and nothing complicated really, right? So let me just go ahead and try to funnel out those gold mines so that they're not a problem for me, and I can actually go ahead and charge this town hall. Looks like he doesn't even need any spells right now, so I can just probably leave him be as it is. And let me just funnel out these builder huts so I can start my queen directly over here, and that should actually help me substantially. So yeah, I think now we're in a good spot to do so. Okay, no, that was a waste of a wall breaker. Let me also make my warden invisible. I just saw this rocket balloons like flying. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Now we're in a much better spot. Let me also start my king so that he starts taking the fire from the eagle artillery, and it's not. Oh, that's not good. Obviously the rocket balloons didn't go to my warden for some reason, but it's fine. We'll just have to work with it. Either way, good news is our warden is still very well and alive. Let me also go ahead and punch the king into this compartment over here, and that should be very solid. So yeah, looks like he'll take down the enemy queen. And my flame finger didn't get value, but like these guys are obviously they look like they can easily go ahead and grab quite a bit for me still. Oh, that was not meant to be how I wanted to place the rage spell, unfortunately. So that's going to be a bit of a waste, sadly. Hopefully my queen manages to still get in there in time so that she can still use her frozen arrow. Never mind, it looks like that's not going to happen. Either way, I'm still in a pretty good spot, I'm going to argue. So yeah, let me just deploy the druid with my royal champion up over there, and now with the help of that seeking shield and that I can't even talk and the rocket spear is what I'm trying to say, she should be able to actually snipe out a lot of defenses. I still think this one's going to be a bit of a time fail, but not bad. Like, that was a pretty good recovery, all things considered. Very honestly, can't ask for much more than what is happening on the screen right now. It is what it is. So yeah, I don't know how I placed that rage over there like that. I wanted to place it such that it covered the healers as well. A little unfortunate, and not much I can really do about it. So let's just move on to the next one. Okay, this one's also a pretty simple one. If we just get a fireball on the warden statue, I'll be able to wipe out literally like this entire cluster over here, and that is more than enough for me to just get started. So let me go ahead and do that. Notice once again how I'm deploying my warden over here, and I will go ahead and try to snipe that archer tower so that it becomes convenient for my fireball later on. Let's see, maybe there's Teslas over here. Okay, it appears that there's no Teslas, so that's actually pretty good for us. We don't have to worry about some things. Yeah, I think as soon as this X-bow goes down, we should be in a spot to go ahead and just use a fireball immediately for that warden statue. So really simple start over here. Nothing complicated whatsoever. And that should be okay. Wait, I'll use one more quake so that the never mind, I'm too late. Yeah, I forgot the builder huts. If they get even like a little bit of healing, I didn't even notice these four builder huts lined up like this. Either way, we should still be in a very strong spot. I don't think this is going to be too difficult. I will use a log launcher to go for the core. It's just that I'll have to deal with the clan castle this time, while also make sure my queen does go to the core. So that's just a little bit of an inconvenience that I'm going to have to deal with. Otherwise, it's nothing more than that. So yeah, warden should stick to the right on this base. Okay, looks like it's gonna be like one of those ice golem CCs with a dragon probably. Looking at what's coming out, I forgot to even deploy all of my healers. Yeah, there we go, like that. That clan castle that I was talking about. Either way, I'll just start my king up over here as well. And yeah, the log launcher and that queen should be able to go ahead and easily wipe out that area of the base. So it looks like one of the ice golems will end up freezing my healers. That's a bit of a problem, but not much we can really do about it. So it's fine. Let's just continue on with this warden charge. And oh, there's some stuff over here. Let me just try to protect everybody. Yeah, king, I'll just go and let him do whatever he wants to do. I can't really do much to save him. I'm just gonna focus mostly on my own queen as well as my warden, and this should actually be a good time for me to consider using the royal champion as well. So looks like, yeah, I can just go ahead and use her very safely, because the warden is literally going to snipe the town hall. At this rate, it would appear. I just give him that one invis spell, and might as well go ahead and start tanking for these guys just like this. So yeah, warden managed to nicely go ahead and take care of the town hall without the queen having to worry about it, and now everybody is free to just kind of like clean up around the base. Once again, very simple setup. We didn't get the exact fireball value that we did want, but all in all, I think that was pretty solid. So yeah, once again, just telling you guys, it's a very simple attack. You don't have to multitask as much as I do, but I commentate over my attacks as well. If I can still get 3 stars like this, I'm sure you guys can absolutely smash bases. Just take these tips and try it out for yourself. Last attack for the day. Hopefully I don't mess this one up. And alright, looks like a pretty substantially easier base, I would argue. There's quite a few weaknesses I can see off the bat, and we're going to obviously go ahead and just straight up kind of cancel out one of these invis tower compartments. It's as simple as that. Not much to think about it. I will just use some super barbarians over here in the case that there is a possibility for like some like Teslas. I took a while to say that, but I think you guys know perfectly what I'm trying to talk about now. Either way, this should be a very straightforward attack to do. And let me just check. I should have probably done this sooner, but I think, yeah, the flame flinger should be out. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll just have to replace it with my queen over here, and looks like it's going to be a full-blown queen charge, and I don't have any problems with that. So what do I do from over here? Let me just try to tank for the mortar as well. My baby dragon is getting some good value, and oh wow, there's like Teslas as well over here, and this works perfectly in my favor. So yeah, it's good that I also raised up my queen. So actually no, I'll pop her ability, because I saw like the queen is also like taking her out. So yeah, let me just do it like this. Okay, this is actually very interesting to see how my troops are like pathing around the base. Either way, we should be okay. I'm not all too concerned. Yeah, let me just also freeze this mortar once, so that my flame flinger can actually hopefully go on and get some value. It's not too complicated. Hopefully this still works out. I'm not too sure just yet. I just want my flame flinger to grab that multi inferno, and the yetis can just go ahead and dump themselves into the monolith. I will also go ahead and funnel out this area of the base, so that the yetis do indeed manage to finally go towards that area. And let me just spam some wall breakers over here as well, so that these guys hopefully eventually consider getting that town hall compartment open. Nothing too complicated over here. Very simple attack. And eventually my queen should also, oh wow, I will need to freeze these guys up so that I can actually replace the healers. And yeah, as I was saying, let me just also join up with the druid in this area. So it's a good thing I managed to actually recover those healers back, and now my queen should pop that invis tower, and after she dies over here, I still have a chance of getting this down only because of the fact that my royal champion is still alive over here, and now she does not have to deal with anything. She should be able to fairly easily go ahead and grab out this last compartment. It's just a matter of doing it in time. I will pop her ability now. Hopefully it's not too late. I think that was a good time to do so. Either way, this is about as close as it gets. I am trying to multitask to an insane extent, and we almost got it. We almost got it. Not too bad at all. That's about all I can do. If my warden stayed alive just a bit longer, maybe I could have definitely gotten a 3-star on this one. But still, some recovery tricks. So yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, that's the end of the day. That's all of our 8 attacks. I think 2 attacks just went a little badly. Not much we can do about it. It is what it is. So yeah, we'll just call that a wrap, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.